There's a lot of speculation here in LA that the Lakers will get LeBron a superstar sidekick next year, and it could be Kevin Durant. But according to KD, there might be a lot of players that do not want to play with him. KD explained, saying he has so many fanboys in the media, even the beat writers just fawn over him. I'm like, we're playing basketball here, and it's not even about basketball at certain points. So I get why anyone wouldn't want to be in that environment, because it's toxic, especially when the attention is BS attention, fluff. It's not LeBron's fault at all. It's just the fact you have so many groupies in the media that love to hang on every word. Just get out of the way and let us play basketball. We are joined once again by Chris Broussard. So that quote is, there's a lot of layers.
Took that personally, but I didn't.
What is your reaction to it?
Well, I've heard the theories, the reverse psychology, the smoke screen, maybe KD's coming. To me, this says he's not coming. We can forget him joining the Lakers. Now, LeBron would take him. LeBron went back to Dan Gilbert, Tyson Chandler, Rajon Rondo, Lance Stevenson. They were all rivals with LeBron at one point in time.
Rondo still don't speak to Ray Allen because he joined
in Miami.
Exactly. But guess what he do?
Exactly. So LeBron would I think, be able to forgive and forget, move on and all this. But I don't think KD is going there. I think these comments are out of bounds, rooted in jealousy, because KD doesn't like the way the media has treated him. But I would say, KD, the criticism's the burner account.
Yeah.
Because you told a fan, shut the heck up. That's what you criticized for. Look, for him to say it's a toxic environment around LeBron, I think he was trying to come off like, I'm not being critical of LeBron. I don't want to come off as criticizing LeBron, so let me put it on the media. Because you say it's BS. All the stuff off basketball is BS. No. The reason LeBron James gets praised is because he built a school in Akron for at-risk youth. It's because he set his childhood friends up to be business moguls. It's because he has these kids in Akron going to the University of Akron on free scholarships. It's because he got his teammates to all wear hoodies in Miami in honor of Trayvon Martin. It's because he made a powerful documentary called Shut Up and Dribble. But that's why LeBron's praised. It's not BS why he gets praised, or fluff, to use Durant's words. And I would say, on top of the praise LeBron gets, he is, without question, the most scrutinized player in NBA history. Skip, you know, every single day we critique his every mannerism, his every mood, his every tweet, his every shot, post, his every pass. Even when Durant and LeBron were sitting next to each other in a car with Kerry Champion at the other network, and they both criticized Donald Trump. Who did Laura Ingraham go off on? LeBron James. Just shut up and dribble. I don't even know if she mentioned Kevin Durant's name. So it's LeBron, yeah, he gets a lot of praise, but he also gets a lot of criticism. And this is why I say Durant didn't want to just come out and kill LeBron when that really might have been in his heart. Because if there is a toxic environment around LeBron and his teams, it is not because of the fanboys and the beat writers and all that. It is because LeBron kind of forces the franchise to bend to his will, whether it's the coaches, the front office, or whatever. And then his cryptic tweets and Instagram posts and stuff like that. If it's toxic, that's why. It's not because of the beat writers. So if you want to say it's a toxic environment around LeBron, say that. Don't just hide behind, I'm blaming the media. Say LeBron sends out those crazy tweets, and the owners and the GMs, they've been to his will. Say that.
And Chris, he's talking like LeBron is a bum. He's talking like LeBron is just a guy and they be hyping him up and he ain't all that. He's just the best player in the NBA. Granted,
I think Kevin thinks he's the best.
No, Kevin.
I do agree with that, and that's fine. He should
think that. But everybody knows it. Everybody knows.
Well, not everybody.
Knows. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Don't put me in everybody.
You know that.
I don't.
You know that. Because you know why you know that? Because when Steph Curry was out, they went 7-7.
Right.
That's why you know that. If he's that guy.
That's right.
If he's the guy that you said he is.
You're overlooking the fact he got attacked by one of his teammates.
I don't care. They attack.
LeBron gets attacked every day by everybody.
He had a serpent in his own house.
Did he?
Yeah, for the last year he was in Cleveland.
Really?
Then his Chris Broussard. All the while. Oh, I'd be foolish not to learn from the best player in the NBA. This guy he's unfreaking believable. He just put up a triple-double in the finals. Who does that? And all the while he plotting, scheming.
I don't know who you're talking
You
about.
know who I'm talking about.
Could it be?
He's scheming all alone, trying to get up out of there.
Is that how he sounds?
No, I don't worry about it, though. Look, Kevin Durant, you need to understand, you're never going to be normal again. So you talk about you just want to play basketball. You're never, ever going to be able to just play basketball. That's not going to happen. There's an expectation that comes along with you when you're great. And when you don't play well, you're going to get criticized. Because guess what? Even when you were at OKC, you kind of got a pass, KD. You lost to LeBron, it's like, well, that was LeBron James, and everything was okay. And then when you let him come back, you had Golden State down 3-1, it's like, well, that's kind of okay. You let them come, if that had been LeBron James,
Right.
let a team come back from 3-1. Oh, my goodness. And guess what? Even when he was in OKC, everybody knew KD was the best player on the team. He goes to Golden State, even though it's Steph's team, everybody, 90% of the people believe that he's the best player. Link up with 2-3 from Akron. It's unquestioned.
I think
one person.
You're making Kevin's point. You are.
I didn't got no problem with that. That's okay. I get it. I believe the reason why superstars, Magic didn't want to play with Bird, Bird didn't want to play with Magic, and Jordan didn't want to play with either. Because everybody got to sacrifice. Because everybody ain't going to get their 20 shots a night. And, we sacrifice, Skip, me. I ain't got no problem being in the catbird. I'll sit over here and let you do all the drive. Let Skip do all the drive.
Some of his basketball comments did have substance to him. I mean, he's right, like Kyle Korver, a role player like that. LeBron gets you open looks. That made sense.
Yes.
And then other guys that want to dominate the ball, that makes sense. But this stuff, fanboy.
I loved what Kevin Durant said.
Of course you did.
He was emboldened by the fact that he beat LeBron head-to-head, and I realized Kevin had a lot more help, but he was the MVP of the finals 2 straight years, and twice in a row in Game 3 in the King's house. He stuck it to him. He hit the shot of shots 2 years ago that won the finals, turned it all around in Game 3, and then last year he just took over Game 3 and won another MVP. So he was speaking to Rick Bucher from a position of strength. And he called out LeBron by calling out his media apologists. And I think there's much truth to what Kevin said, because I've said for 15 years that LeBron James is the most protected superstar in NBA history, probably in sports history, because I don't know a more protected one. I don't know one with more, if you want to call them fanboys or groupies or apologists or protectors or whatever they are. Shannon asked me early in the show, show me one where, what'd you say? You said LeBron has a lot of haters in the movie, and I said, show me one, because I don't know a hater unless I'm called the hater.
My partner, Rob Parker, I would call him that.
Yeah, that's one. So,
and I won't even say hater, but you guys hold LeBron to the highest standard. That's what I would say.
And then when he does something good, they say, well, who did he do it against?
I mean, Skip, he just scored 42 points,
20
in the fourth, and you criticize him because of 3 free throws.
And Shannon,
I'm just saying y'all
Shannon threw a parade this morning over beating a team that had lost 3 of the last 4 by 35 points on average. That's horrific. But you're overreacting, and you keep leaping to the conclusion that he's better than Michael Jordan, and you just can't. That's what's happened with all the apologists.
But don't you think most people still, including me, have Michael Jordan ahead of LeBron? I don't think LeBron's going to pass him.
Here's the thing.
You're objective about that.
I'm objective,
and I don't know many who are.
What about me?
Well, you're not objective.
Okay, how about this? This is what rubs Kevin Durant. This is what rubs him. LeBron James has not won a regular season MVP in 5 years. LeBron James hadn't won a Finals MVP in 2 years. But when you ask the general managers, who's the best player in the NBA, who gets the votes, Chris Broussard?
Right, LeBron. And you know what else you just said? You just said a mouthful. I hadn't even thought about it. Guess who votes for MVP? The media. These LeBron fanboys. I mean, seriously, if it was just a bunch of fanboys, he'd be winning MVP.
Kevin lives in a glass house here. He's constantly attacking, biting the hand that has fed him an MVP.
Even after he won the MVP, he called the next year at the All-Star game, y'all y'all don't know bleep.
But remember,
But they just voted you MVP.
But remember, big picture, Kevin is saying that the same apologists who will defend LeBron to a fault will also attack his co-star if things go wrong for that team, for the Lakers or for Cleveland. So he's saying, in effect, between the lines, that number 2 in Toronto doesn't want any part of this, or Paul George or Jimmy Butler don't want any part of this, because if it goes south, they're going to take the brunt of the blame, because you have to defend LeBron. Well, it can't be LeBron's fault because he's the best